who did you guys have winning this one? Be honest. No lies. Press 1 if you thought Cloud9 were going to win. 2 if you thought TSM were going to win the grand final. Who did you think was going to win when the final matchup was revealed? Yeah, mostly ones, which is not surprising. I think Cloud9 are obviously the more popular team, but I thought they were the favourites for this one as well. There was a lot of talk about the last time that these two had met in a grand final being E-League, and that TSM had won that one. But more recently, in fact, Cloud9 beat TSM at WSOE. That was also a LAN. So Cloud9 had the most recent win in this matchup, and I think that their wins on the final day were more impressive. They looked really, really good against Complexity, and they looked really, really good against Dignitas. TSM, their road to the final was against Mouse, which was not the most comfortable series for them, but they made it through. And then, of course, against EG, who somehow found their way into a semi-final. I still don't know how that happened. So Cloud9, I think, just for multiple reasons, they were the favourites here. Home turf advantage as well. They've won more LAN finals than TSM have, and they've been performing better recently. TSM didn't qualify for the Season 7 RLCS LAN, for those of you who aren't aware about that. Nor did Dignitas, of course. So I think that Cloud9 were pretty fortunate of one thing, maybe, at this LAN. And the reason I say maybe is because it's still a big question mark whether or not this would have been important. But they didn't have to play against NRG. And the reason it might not have been important is because NRG were not playing their best at this DreamHack Dallas. They didn't really show up, neither did Vitality. The two expected finalists did not play well. Vitality even worse, in fact. I don't know what was wrong with Vitality. They were just a disaster. NRG, though, I've heard were not performing their best because Justin was sick all weekend. And that's understandable. If Justin's not feeling well, they're probably not going to play their best. But Cloud9 didn't have to play against them this entire DreamHack Dallas weekend, which is huge, because I think in the last 7 matches that those two have had, NRG have won all of them. So the two things that I was looking for most in this grand final from TSM and Cloud9, though, getting back into the series at hand, best of 7, by the way, for anybody who's not aware, is Cloud9's ability to try not to easily concede possession over and over again in defense. Looking in particular at Gimmick and Squishy for that, because that's probably their biggest weakness when they played NRG in league play and also in the regional finals for NA. Your weaknesses really only become most apparent in losses, so that's the thing you want to look out for. But this tournament they were doing a much better job of that. And for TSM, they're just bim bam simulator. They can sometimes just go into just boomer mode, and although that can be effective, if they're all playing really well and they're hitting their clangers to maximum potential, then that's not a bad thing. But just one bad touch is all it takes to lose the pressure. If that's all you're going to do is just launch it as hard as you can, whichever way you're facing, over and over again. And sometimes TSM have got the I think the weakness of falling into that. They just kind of boom it over and over again. It's a little bit predictable. So I think both teams actually would benefit in this matchup from slowing down the play on occasion. But I didn't expect that to happen. I was looking out for it, though. So that's some good demo play by Cloud9. Gimmick also looking for a bump. It's a bit more risky, of course, because his recovery is going to be really slow after the bump, because he's guaranteed to lose all his momentum there, and he doesn't have boost to exit with. But it's good posturing by Cloud9 early. Torment, I'm surprised that he didn't read that downward bounce. But did he steal this? I didn't watch this game live. I was just listening to it. I didn't realize that Torment stole this one. What a secure. Oh, it's actually a dunk. Wow. That's pretty sick. Jeff. It was hard to tell if he stole this or dunked it, but on the replay it's pretty obvious he just dunked that in. I mean, stealing, by the way, is totally, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As long as you're you're increasing the potential for the ball to go in, I think it's a really good idea. But that was pretty sick. Decent dribble by Remco, who's back in the Octane for this weekend. So is Ignite. They were playing Dominus and Batmobile a lot this season, but the switch back to Octane I think is probably a good idea. It's going to force them. Well, not force them. It's going to encourage them to play a bit more controlling style. Wow, that's almost like mirror image of what happened for Torment's goal. This time, TSM looking for the backboard play. Squishy's slowing it down here. He doesn't want to just give it away for free. Looking for a 50-50. That's really good. This is something that they need to do as much as possible. It looks like Gimmick's a little bit out of position, but he gets rescued by Squishy. Gimmick is just flopping all over the place here. He needs to just get some boost and try and position a more useful area. Being off the goal line there just really screwed him over. Couldn't really contribute whatsoever. Some randoms in rank quit when you steal their goals. It's I think it's hilarious to steal goals in ranked. Everybody just starts spamming great paths. It's fantastic. Tupac Kibby, thanks for the 3-month prime. Welcome back. And also to Blue Caboose 42. Did I say that right? Thanks for the 3-month prime from you also. There wasn't really too much going on this game. Like, game ones can sometimes be a little bit cagey like this, especially in grand finals. You know, both teams are just hitting the ball away from their goal in general and towards the other team's goal in general. If Squishy had a bit more boost, he would have had that. He had the read. He just didn't have the boost, unfortunately. All right, let's get into the next one because there are quite a few games to look at here. So we're just going to skip over this little between game segment. We're ranked some of this season. Champ 3, Champ 2. I don't think I'm ranked in anything else. Some more 50-50s from Squishy. He's been on point with his possession control so far. Great pass into the middle by Gimmick off the corner wall, but nobody's ready for it. It was useful because he didn't just pass it straight on the back wall towards the TSM goalkeeper. It makes it more difficult to clear if there is a Cloud9 player there to pressure it. Unfortunately for them, there wasn't. Good patience by Torment. Look at that pass as well. Oh, Squishy's got to be putting those in. That's an absolute sitter. Torment nailed the pass. And it's a good switch up as well because Torment kind of disguised the fact that he was going to infield pass there. He made it look as if he's going for the backboard. Good waiting upfield by Gimmick for the knock-on. Without that touch, it would have been possible for TSM to just boom it right back in. Nice back pass by Ignite. The catch on the back wall by Torment is pretty nice as well. Torment's pretty well known for catching on the back wall. What on earth happened here? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, the back pass by Ignite is really solid. But Remco and Metza are just not on the same page here. Remco's trying to pass this off the sidewall into the middle so that Metza can attack it. But Metza's moving up expecting that back pass to be just his ball already. So when Remco pops it sideways, which would usually be quite a good thing to do, he's not popping it forwards, he's popping it straight sideways. It just goes straight behind Metza. So that's big miscommunication there by TSM. Not a terrible idea. Let's rewind and watch this one more time and we'll talk about the times where you want to be doing this. So this isn't a terrible idea by Remco. It can work. However, bit of an unnecessary touch because what this touch would usually facilitate is a free hit for Metza in any case where there's a Cloud9 player chasing after the ball. If there's a Cloud9 player chasing after this ball and Remco comes in sideways and puts it off the sidewall, that player's now out of the game and Metza can take it for free. However, if Remco doesn't make the touch here and there's a Cloud9 player chasing this, maybe Metza's only getting it 50-50. So that would be great if there's a Cloud9 player pressuring this. But there isn't, so the touch really isn't necessary. Metza's already got a free hit, so this just takes Remco out of the game, and now Metza's alone at the back. If Remco had left this and gone back, not only would Metza have a free ball, but they would have a third man back. So it's just there's no reason for this here. It doesn't really give them anything they don't already have. And this touch, it didn't take anybody from Cloud9 out of the game. Who did this touch from Remco eliminate from the play? Nobody. Squishy's just watching the whole time. So it just doesn't make sense on pretty much any perspective there from Remco. Although it can, that touch, like I said, can have its place. Are Cloud9 the longest standing roster? I don't know actually. I've got no idea. I wouldn't be surprised if they are because they've been together for ages. Pretty much every other team's changed now. Great backboard hit by Squishy. Although you expect Metza to control this, it's still good pressure. A lot of people will consider a touch like this like a giveaway of possession, but this is by no means like a complete giveaway of possession. This is, maybe you're conceding who's actively touching the ball, but there's so much pressure on Metza here that I think the benefits of this touch vastly outweigh the fact that he's giving it to his opponent. So this is not really, I would say, a giveaway of possession, because right now what we're going to see is challenge from, well, we're actually not going to see it from Cloud9. Squishy decides to go for boost instead of the ball, but we could have just seen a challenge from Cloud9 that will almost certainly put the ball back in the middle, and now Metz is out of boost, because what did he have to do? He just had to use all his boost to fly over the goal. And there we do see the Cloud9 pressure. This comes from the boomer into the back wall, which is pretty solid. Pretty topical as well for anybody who's been following my tweets recently. A lot of people underrate the power of just a nice high boomer, because what happens here? Metza does control it, yeah, but he can't get it clear. He can't take anybody from Cloud9 out of the game from this position. He can't really do much at all. In fact, his dodge is timed out and he's lost complete control. Squishy leaves it for, I think it was Torment to come in, and Gimmick boosted in. So pretty easy stuff there for Cloud9. It's a bit careless there by Remco again. Don't want to be ragging on him, but he's really itching to come out of his goal. You'll notice that right there, he's not in the goal, he's off the goal line. And that small mispositioning has made it that he can't really go for this easily when iignite leaves it. Remco probably thought iignite was going to touch this ball, and that's why he didn't jump up and clear it. But then, because he's moved out of the goal here, he's had to turn around, and now he's facing the wrong way. He can't actually challenge this ball. He can only pre-jump it. So if Remco had maybe a little bit more patience, he could have covered all angles there. He would have covered the iignite miss, or the iignite leave, or whatever you want to call it. As for iignite, yeah, he probably just left it for Remco, thinking Remco's got an easy touch there. It's hard to say, because I didn't see his perspective on it. Hey, what up, Oscotner? How you doing? Yeah, sorry for everybody else who's atting me in my chat right now. I can't read it while I'm watching this too much. Well, let me rewind here again. That's pretty smart by... wait, who got that boost? What on earth? Oh, Squishy just took it, okay. So Squishy took that boost, and that's pretty smart. Torment's going to take the back boost.
Boy, hey, boy,
just to
hey,
deny
boy, hey, boy, hey, boy, hey.
Remco. But Remco just did a full lap. He just did a full lap and caught somebody out. And thanks to Freaky Creeper for the 28-month Twitch Prime, and also Zaddy Dandy for the 13-month Twitch Prime.
How is thy nose? Johnny boy, please share the hose.
It's going, yeah, it's pretty good, thank you. Do I think the Gimmick's defense has improved this tournament? I didn't get to watch all the games. I was listening to most of the tournament, but I couldn't watch because I was busy doing other things. So I need to watch back and see exactly what the verdict is. This is kind of a pointless touch by Gimmick. He could have left that, and Squishy would have had a half volley on the ground. Instead, he's just giving it away. iignite's going to try and lob it, but fails to reach Remco. Both teams very jumpy right now. Maybe missing opportunities to control the ball like we were talking about at the start of game one. That's a really good pass. So pretty classic. TSM just slaughtering the backboard and trying to follow up. That would have been pretty sick if he did. He had a few misses, but he seems more reliable than previously. He got caught a little bit out of position at one point in game one, where he was just like flopping around. He's just very jumpy in defense, isn't he, Gimmick? He's just very... What is this? Why? Why is he just jumping past the ball? He's still a world-class player because his offense is just outrageously good. The pressure that he brings to the game is like almost irreplaceable. I don't think without maybe an on-form Justin would bring the same level of offensive pressure. I think an informed Justin definitely would, but he wasn't informed this event. Yeah, quite a few pointless touches are, they're quite common for Cloud9. Touches that don't really do anything except waste time. But this is not one of them actually, because for all Gimmick knew, Metza had full boost there, and Metza might have been able to reach that. We could see that he didn't have full boost, that there probably wasn't any danger, but yeah, he doesn't know that. There's still a demo there. Is it safe to consider NA greater than EU yet, or is Vitality Pride still making EU greater than NA. Well, I don't know what happened recently besides Cloud9 beating Dignitas and TSM back to back. Well, and Complexity, I guess, as well. That would make you think that the entire region of NA is better. Oh wow, what on earth? Oh dear, looks like I9 might be out of boost there in the back wall. Rip green screen. Oh sorry, let me just fix that. I don't know why this happens. It's totally fine and then it just breaks. Right, there we go. Tell me if I go invisible. I might go invisible at some point. I want to see, hold on, I wanted to check if... Looks like Ignite didn't have much boost there, so he's under a lot of pressure. But Gimmick did well. I didn't go invisible. No, okay, I'm fine. What was it? Oh yeah, NA versus EU. Yeah, a lot of people get really mad when NA versus EU is discussed, as if, you know, oh, it's a pointless discussion. You'd think after all these seasons we would be over the regional rivalry. It's not like only a rivalry discussion. It's not a pride discussion for, like, especially, I mean, for me it isn't. Don't know about you guys. It's just an interesting talking point because we don't get to see EU and NA teams play except 3 or 4 times a year. So it's really interesting when they do to compare the regions. I think it's very topical. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think overall EU still has like more world-class teams, and that's fairly obvious. This being an NA event, this is an event in North America. Although Ghost weren't there either from NA. So there weren't all of the NA RL CS teams there. Yeah, this is that is an absolutely useless clear by Meta. What's he doing? Squishy's just like flopping into this one thinking, oh, I'm not going to reach it. Oh, cool. Meta's totally beamed it. He's just giving it right to me. But yeah, EU's got more world-class teams, but the top tier teams from North America are right there with the top tier teams from EU. I think that they're on pretty even ground at the very top, with NA having the slight advantage because they won DreamHack Dallas. We have to wait and see. World Championships in 2 weeks, so we'll find out soon enough if NA can get a double up. I think this is a really good chance for them to get a second LAN or a second RLCS win in a row. It might be the best chance that they're ever going to get because of the way that the bracket has been structured. It really, I'll probably talk about this in another video. That the way that the RLCS Season 7 bracket has been set up, almost, well, not almost guarantees, but it makes it really likely that there will be a NA versus EU grand final. Because if everything goes to seeding, you have Vitality, Barcelona, and PSG all on the same side of the bracket. And then you have Cloud9, NRG, and G2 on the other side of the bracket, which makes it really likely that we're going to have NA versus EU grand final. It is all EU and all NA. Hold on, let me just double check. RLCS Season 7. So yeah, we have Group A and Group D seed 1s in the top half of the bracket. That's Cloud9 and NRG. And then we have Group B and C seed number 2s in the bottom half, which are, you know, probably G2 and probably Rogue. So we have a full NA top half of this bracket if Wikipedia is to be trusted. It'll be if all of the OCE and South America teams get eliminated in RLCS day 1 and 2. I think that it's day 3 for the entire thing. Then it'll be fully NA top half of the bracket and fully EU bottom half of the bracket, which I don't know how that's happened. I don't know why it's structured that way. Except to give an NA versus EU final, I suppose. Complexity confuse you because you think of them as method? Yeah, that's fair. So miss hit by Remco. I feel like every time I'm pointing at something going wrong, it's Remco, but this is a big mistake. He's trying to catch the curve there so it doesn't bounce out. Misses it. It bounces out. And they almost concede. This time he does catch the curve, so it's not going to bounce out. Small margin, but it does make a pretty big difference there. It's decent pass in field by Torment. This Torment gimmick offensive combo is pretty insane for Cloud9 at DreamHack Dallas, which is relevant because the last time before this that Torment popped off in offense, Cloud9 won RLCS Season 6 World Championship, and now he pops off in offense again. Oh dear, Gimmick's got to hit that. How did he miss? This is a caster wall clear. Like he doesn't even have low boost, he's got 61 boost. This should just be back into TSM's half with change. Like if he side flips here. Did he diagonal flip? No, he side flipped. How did he miss? Oof, well, I'll tell you, like, the one thing that Gimmick did do wrong is he's definitely arrived too slow. Like, he shouldn't be arriving at the ball here, moving so slowly. He's gone at the ball, or he's gone into position too fast, and then look out, he's hardly got any momentum when he gets to the point where he has to hit the clear. Because he boosted too early. See there, he's boosting, then he's feathering, and then he's not, and then he's kind of boosting on the hit again. He's got to like just try and time it so that he arrives while boosting the entire way, because that'll make it easier for him to get the hit, and it'll also send the ball farther when he does hit it. Alternatively, I mean, if he's not comfortable doing those, he could just catch it. There's nothing wrong with catching the ball on the back wall there. I'll tell you what though, that half volley attempt that Gimmick had, how juicy was that? Like watching it back, when you see that ball coming in. I don't know about you guys, but when I see a ball coming into that and I'm on the back wall ready with like 60 boost, I'm so ready. I'm like, oh, just give me that half volley. I'm sending this into their other team's top corner, never mind their half. Like when it's coming at you that quickly, it's the dream. But I tell you, like, Gimmick is two totally different people. he's two players. He's so shaky in defense, but his offense is so good. Torment again, by the way. Faking a center ball on the back wall. Instead cuts it infield. The DHD camera work, the DreamHack Dallas camera work, I like it. I think it's pretty solid. It is going pretty well, Universe. Thanks for asking. Did I say thank you, by the way, to Andori for the Prime sub? I don't think I did, but welcome to the stream with a brand new Prime. Dub, thanks for the 250 bits. I've turned off the, what do you call it? The alert noises right now because I can't concentrate when Brian's talking. But I'll play that later. It's a decent pass. Well, I think they were trying to hit the, what do you call it? The mid-air pass there. Oh, Torment should really not be going out for this. He should really not be going out for this. This is, I tweeted out this weekend, am I the only person who thinks that Cloud9 and Barcelona have the same play style? Because I really don't think they have the same play style at all, but a lot of people do. And this is one of the things that separates them for me, is if this is a Barcelona player at the back, he would never go up for this as third man. Never in a million years. They play so much more passive with their third man. But Cloud9 are super aggressive with their third man. And it doesn't, obviously, lead to them losing this tournament, but it gets them in trouble so much. They lose so many goals and they lose so much pressure. They take so many risks just by being too aggressive from the third man position. All three players on Cloud9 do this. All three of them. Bluey shared that idea himself. I don't know, did he? I've not heard him speak on it personally. Yeah, Cloud9 have got like so many things going for them though in their gameplay, and also in the bracket for this. What do you call it? In the bracket for this third day of Dallas. The fact that Dignitas took out energy for them, I think, might have played a big part. Like, I wanted to see Energy versus Cloud9 at this event just to check. I was like, are Cloud9 able to beat Energy now? I don't know if they can, but Energy struggle with quite a lot of EU teams. He said it in our LCS interview. Interesting. Yeah, they rarely overcommit with their third man. Their third man is playing really passive. Good 50-50s by Remco. Oh. Wait. I think he got the flip reset, but maybe he just wasn't using it. Justin was sick. Yeah, I know he was sick, but even with Justin being sick, I don't think that NRG were playing horrendously. They weren't playing great, but they weren't playing horrendously. It was Justin being sick combined with Dignitas playing more like what we expect from Dignitas, and combined with Dignitas being a good matchup against NRG that caused Dignitas to beat NRG. I think there was quite a lot of things in a combo, but in the same way that Dignitas are a good matchup against NRG, that was almost on target. NRG are a good matchup against Cloud9, so but then Cloud9 are a good matchup against Dignitas. It's like your rock paper scissors in matchups, and the cards were in Cloud9's favor because Dignitas took NRG out for them. Yeah, I'm not saying that NRG were gonna win this if Cloud9 played against Dignitas first, because in this weekend in particular, out of the three teams, I think Cloud9 and Dignitas were the two that were looking to be playing quite well, and NRG were not. And of course, with the way the rock paper scissors scenario that I just described, that makes Cloud9 the favorites, which in my opinion they were. When I saw the day 3 bracket, I did think Cloud9 were going to win. Didn't predict them to win. I had them making semi-finals before the tournament started. It's a good pass by iXnite. Gimmick kind of has to dive in there. There's no other way that Cloud9 are going to come back here. Plus, he's not going to have a good chance of saving if he turns.
After Cloud9 scored 5 on you in the last game? Absolutely. 50 seconds. And TSM feeling a little more comfortable now with a 3-goal lead.
TSM are definitely going to be pretty happy with this tournament, I think, even though they lost. I think they're going to be quite happy. Looking forward to DreamHack Valencia as well, because TSM don't have a good track record at DreamHacks recently. They do not have a very good one, bombing out of 2 Leipzigs in a row, and oh, they were Weedham girls for one of them, I believe. Is jet lag a factor on LAN? Yeah, of course, jet lag is always going to be a factor, but by day 3, you'd expect most of jet lag problems to be at least getting a little bit better. Then it becomes more of an issue of fatigue. But that being said, you sometimes just get a bit unlucky, and your body's just like, by the way, you're tired not right now. It'll be like a good week after you've traveled, then your body will just shut down. You're just so tired. Like flying long distance will do that to you. But going from Europe to America, in my experience, is not as bad as going from America to Europe. That might just be me. Yeah, every time I fly to America, it's easier to handle than when you fly from America to EU. Hold on a second. Is this I think this is just everybody in the middle kickoff. Yeah. Oh no, it's double diagonal. Interesting. Why is Gimmick killing this? Did anybody cheat? Did Torment cheat here? Okay. The Gimmick is trying to kill this with, I think, Torment staying, like, doing a really slow cheat. Oh no, he went for boost. Did he go for boost? No, he just went for small pads. I don't know, it's a weird kickoff. I do like that Cloud9 are sending Squishy to the back corner boost behind Gimmick instead of taking the one in the corner to Gimmick's right, but I think Torment just drove around the goal area here, and Gimmick still killed the ball by accident. Let's watch this one more time. But yeah, Cloud9 are not cheating here. There's a big squishy face cam in the way, so we can't be 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure Torment just drove around the goal area. He's just chilling. He's not cheating. And if that's the case, Gimmick should not be trying to win this kickoff. They also have Squishy going to the back left corner, so Gimmick should probably try and lose the kickoff in that direction. It would be superior. But it's okay because that dribble was pretty weak, and Torment got it shut down. What are these emotes? Sotus Heart. Is this a panda? How you doing? Sotus Heart. People.
In game one, really both ways, only one goal separating them. And so,
Huh.
Ignite around the corner.
Yeah, dude, pretty good. So thanks for asking. Just chilling here. Not really too much to talk about in the first 3 games here, except that Gimmick's still pretty shaky defensively and a beast in offense, and that when Torment pops off in offense, Cloud9 win lands. That's the things to look out for here. What is happening in this game?
This is where TSM have to be careful.
This is where TSM have to be careful. No, it isn't.
This is where TSM have to be.
What? Yes, guys. I think the Rocket League has reached its skill ceiling. Pro play really can't go anywhere from here, and I'm pretty sure that what we're going to see in the next 2 years is Rocket League esports kind of just looking the same as it does currently, with maybe a couple more flip resets. But that's it, really. What is Squishy doing? I don't understand. I mean, I know they don't really talk that much. Well, do they? Squishy doesn't talk that much, I guess. But what? We talked about this earlier. This did actually come up in one of the earlier moments. Whoa, I paused it on the frame before the TSM name tags came up. But anyway. We talked about this pass that Squishy's attempted in, I think it was game 2, the Aquadome game. Was that game 1 or 2? It was game 1 or 2, the Aquadome game, where Remco tried to make this pass to Metsanoris, and I said it wasn't a good idea because Cloud9 didn't have any ball pressure, so what's the point of making that touch? Well, same thing is true here. There's no pressure on the ball like that leads to Squishy needing to make this touch. Ignite's not beating Gimmick to this. He's not even close enough to stop Gimmick from hitting it into the backboard. So Gimmick already has a free hit. And even if Squishy does pass it to Gimmick off the sidewall, it'll be a free hit from a very similar position. It's no different. And I think it would even give TSM more of a chance to react to it. Good little pass there. But this whole play by Cloud9 was just a complete disaster. Hold on, let's back it up again. We need to witness this one more time. So Gimmick kind of panicked. He was like, flip, somebody's about to shoot, I'm going to block that. So this isn't awful by Gimmick because he's pseudo recovering while he does this. He's at least jumping in the direction of his own half. But what he's not doing is getting boost on the way. And what happened to Torment? Did Torment just die or something? This entire play is so confusing, right? Where is Torment? Is he getting bumped? Where on earth is Torment gone? I'm sorry for rewinding this play, but okay, Torment's gone back. He's back right. Torment is back right. Well, he was back right, but now he could be mid-right or middle or something like that. And I guess now he might be fighting with some player. Where is he? What happened to Torment? He's just nowhere to be seen. What is going on? There he is. Hello, Torment. Nice of you to play Rocket League in the grand final here. Where did you go? Did his boost... Hold on, I'm backing this up. We're finding Torment. We are going to find him. So, yeah, we know where he is here. We know where he is here. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, he got that boost, by the way. He did 100 boost in the corner. Torment, surely he's got it, right? He didn't drive around it 3 times by accident. Off screen, Torment's just doing laps around the... around the boost, and then Metza comes in and takes it from him, or Remco takes it from him or something, and then he goes looks for boost elsewhere. Maybe that's what happened. I think what's happened is Torment has taken the boost, and then he's tried to rotate upfield, and then Remco off screen, probably right here. Who was that? I think it was Squishy just recovering here. I think Remco might have bumped Torment. Yeah, that was Squishy flipping in a frame. Maybe Remco bumped Torment down this wing. Yeah, I think Remco bumped him. Yep, somebody else is is on the same page. So right here, Remco landed pretty far into Cloud9's half. I think Torment has moved up to midfield on the right-hand side. Remco has bumped him. Probably right now, Remco bumps him into the corner. And then Torment's coming back. Not in time. Watch the replay. Oh no, he's just driving around. For goodness sake. I wanted to be a detective there. No, he's getting bumped! Look at that! Aha! Confirmed. You didn't even need a replay. You told me. I didn't know you. I didn't even look at chat first of all before I came to my conclusion. I didn't look at anyone in chat saying this. And secondly, I thought you guys were guessing as well. I didn't know if anybody else knew. I thought we were all playing a big guessing game. Sherlock Holmes. Still pretty funny overall, that whole play from Cloud9. Review of the game, ROG. Well, did the casters pick up on it? Fair enough. Sorry, but I'm backing it up again, guys. Some people go crazy when I do this. Like, just watch the game! But I'm going to rewind it one more time. It doesn't look like they picked up on the bump. Fair, though. Fair. I don't think many people would in the moment. I would have been super impressed if they did. That's why I was listening. Is Squishy even speaking? I don't think Squishy says much in comms. I think he's just chilling. He's having a good time. Like when he made some crazy save. Was it this series where he did this save where he backflips on the spot to pinch it into his own crossbar or just stop it on his own crossbar? And you'd think that there would be some sort of movement from Squishy in the face cam, but I believe an accurate representation of what he did was this. And that was it. We might get to see that later, if that was this series. I don't know if it was. I was ready for him to be like, let's go! Or help! The ball's in our goal line! Or just scream, I don't know, something. Nah, he was just processing. It's alright though, Squishy's going to dribble it. Brilliant stuff. Genuinely, by the way. This is exactly what they need to do here to get out of their half. So, they were trying to ping it. One ping. Nope. Shot down. Alright, let's ping it again. Nope, that also gets shot down. Squishy's like, get out of my way. I'm going to just push the ball into the other team's half. Because now we've got one TSM player out of the game. He's just finished a 50-50. He's gone. And somebody just missed. I think quality's so bad. Ignite just missed the ball. I think there's a lot of merit to passing back to Squishy here. Yeah, it could have been a good idea. I mean, if Gimmick smashes this shot, if he absolutely smashes it, I think it's unstoppable. But most of the goal was covered. You should have this. Yeah, that's just every day of the week a goal for Squishy. See the little subtle air roll from Squishy as he hits the first touch? That's what gave him the power for the backboard touch here. We'll watch it one more time. Just a tiny, there's the air roll forward. That was it. That's all he needed. Tiny little air roll forward. Turns it into a shot that's too hard for Ignite to reach, I think it is. And it also gives his car more ability to withstand the ball hitting off it. Yeah, you get it. You get it, trash baller. But somebody watching doesn't. And I'm going to pause it for their... I'm going to pause it for them. Yeah, momentum, that's the one. That's what I was looking for. Love that by Squishy. No need to dive at this. I think about 999 players out of 1,000 in Rocket League Ranked would jump and try and block this touch when really the touch is not that scary. Squishy's in fact, he's so not scared of this touch that he wants it to happen. He's getting Remco to hit this before the bounce by moving up as if he's going to challenge. That way Remco has to jump and hit it before it bounces. But Squishy doesn't take himself out of the game, he just turns around, drives back. Now he's still able to keep on playing Rocket League. There he is, all the way back in defense, earlier than most players would be, because they would have flipped or they would have jumped, tried to get a crazy block, missed it, and then been out of the game. What happened to Vitality? Honestly, I'm not sure. They were pretty all over the place. But you've got to think it would be nerves. There's a lot of pressure on Vitality. They kind of put a lot of pressure on themselves. Scrub puts a lot of pressure on himself, especially. So, yeah, it's partly them to blame, I think. Scrub cursing himself by saying things like, "I'm not going to lose to PSG in the entirety of 2019." Stuff like this never ends well, but that's why we all love Scrub. Some good backhaul recoveries by Cloud9. Duff603, thanks to the 5-month Prime, by the way. Or 5-month Tier 1, I should say. Welcome back, buddy. They have ambitious goals. This crowd. Oh! Air dribbles! No brain playstyle always win. I would tend to disagree, but if you say. That's risky. This is terrible. Who's that to? What is this? Who is Torment passing to exactly? Squishy's 0 boost. He's rotating back, obviously. Gimmick's just missed the ball, so he's not going to be middle either. So the only person that this pass could possibly be to is Squishy, who we just saw rotating back with 0 boost. And I think Torment took the mid boost as well before he centered this. So did he? No, Gimmick took the mid boost, I think. We can see it here. He's coming in with a ton of boost. He probably took it. So this pass is to no one. I don't know who on earth that's supposed to be to. Doesn't make any sense. TSM should have had a power clear there. They should have absolutely been able to clear this. This is a bit greedy by Gimmick. He is shooting an awful lot here. But with this much momentum available, I don't think he's going to be able to generate enough power to like make a shot worthwhile. Popping it makes a lot more sense, because then it's going to force somebody from TSM to waste their boost saving it. Right now they don't waste any boost. In fact, they can just boom it, and both recovered immediately. TSM are still struggling though to connect with their boomers. Talked about that in game 1. If they aren't hitting the ball particularly well, then their style doesn't work. It just falls to pieces, because they like to just play Bim Bam Simulator for 25 minutes in a best of 5, or ideally for 15 minutes. What happens here? 50-50. Torment tries to pop it. I think Squishy came off the goal line. Did he? Did Squishy get bumped maybe? Oh no, he just drove into the middle of nowhere. Yeah, no goalie left at the back for Cloud9. Did Squishy expected Torment to get a touch there? And he was eager to maybe follow up on it, so he's moved off the goal line. Oh no, he did get bumped, he did. I wasn't sure, but he did. Yeah, maybe just sitting back would have made more sense, because he wouldn't be as vulnerable to things like this. Look at this. Slam. Ignite caught him. I was wondering why there's a reaction from Squishy, because Squishy, like, he looked around, I was like, he wouldn't do that if he just drove off his goal line for no reason. Something must have happened here. It's a good start there by Torment. Oh!
Ignite kills
Oh,
tie the series.
so close. But hey, nice bumping by TSM to bring this one back to a tie. Very interesting stuff. You probably thought Torment would get a touch. Yeah, of course. But it wasn't necessary. Well, I mean, it's up to Squishy or Gimmick to cover the net there, you know? It's up to one of them. Neither of them did. Gimmick went for boost while Squishy was driving forward into no man's land. It's probably just a miscommunication again. This is something that we do see sometimes from Cloud9. It's not as bad as the bit where they just drove into each other, though.
Squishy caught by Metsinaris.
Oh, what? Hold up.
The ramp. Squishy.
Hungry hippos. 58 boost Remco boosts into the corner to take corner boost, leaving Metsinaris with probably 0 or 12 or something. Man, that was like the hungriest hippo play we've seen all day.
In Cloud9 territory, Remco racing against Squishy for that. Coming on the
That's a great touch.
the shot blocked by Gimmick. It's a
Oh.
off the backboard. Ignite.
You almost got the flip reset.
Trying to tee it.
Chicken, thanks for the 4-month tier 1. I really appreciate that, man. Congrats on keeping your rank as well.
Down for his teammate.
Let's go get that rank up.
Squishy can't handle
Wait a minute. What am I watching?
tee it down for his teammate. Not enough.
Oh dear.
Squishy can't handle this.
Oh, dear.
Has to play to the corner. Remco has advantage across the box. Squishy. Oh, everybody misses. Remco. back
What?
to the corner. Remco
Is this Vitality or Cloud9? I can't tell the difference. What earth am I looking at?
to the corner. Remco has advantage across the box. Squishy. Remco back to the corner.
Oh, man, those two should make a team. Call themselves
A touch against
Random Vitality 2.0.
Norris is there, blocked by Gimmick.
That was
Metsinaris.
insane.
He got the touch.
Looks like everybody just like lost all their boosts at the exact same time, and they all went for blocks at the exact same time because everybody's going for blocks and nobody even touches it. It's good speed by Squishy. Looks like he's touched it straight down the middle though. Not sure about that one. He could drop this down to a teammate, put it sideways, but he's tried to boom it. It hasn't gone anywhere.
Remco high against the backboard. Metsinaris.
Man, what are with these whiffs? What is going on?
Remco high against
Gimmick, sort yourself out, pal. The back wall defense.
by Torment. Remco
It's all over the place sometimes.
wide. Ignite following closely. TSM putting the chokehold on the boost. Just wide.
I don't know how TSM have not scored yet
Chokehold on the boost.
in this game.
They got the midfield.
They've been just not just, but they've been almost as criminal as Cloud9 in this in this game with regards to whiffs. What point do you think mechanical skill ceiling will be reached? Probably never. Rocket League's mechanical skill ceiling is too high to ever be reached.
Can't get by midfield. Gimmick will try again.
I mean, when do you think that football's mechanical skill ceiling is going to be reached? When do you think Messi will reach the mechanical skill ceiling?
Do find a gap.
It's the same question.
Torment.
Like there's pretty much no limit to what you can do.
That challenge.
Although Rocket League has less uncertainty because there's no spin and no weather, like wind blowing the ball around.
Off the ceiling. Squishy ball fits.
But it's the same thing. It's just football with cars in it. Great pass by Torment. That's really solid.
Up high off the ceiling.
Squishy's tried to read the downbounds there. This is good stuff as well by him.
He has it to Gimmick. Gimmick on the backboard. Ignite. He has the light touch out. Squishy.
Great shot. Oh, what a save.
Do it. Feathers to the ground.
Well done though. This pass is pretty sick. Look at Gimmick in the top left corner.
Cloud9 shot after shot after shot. TSM.
Looks like the boost denial just got to TSM there. Metsa went for a diving save, but Squishy's not shooting right here.
After shot after shot.
That was gonna probably be saved by Metsa.
Getting the save.
Did he mean to pass this? I think what probably happened here is Squishy was planning to shoot, but then he realized if I hit that, it's just gonna go clear because he's completely beaten it. So I'll just flip away from it, and it works out perfectly because Gimmick's right there. But I don't think it was a planned pass. He was just like, oh, I've jumped in the wrong angle here. I'm gonna flip away from it. Maybe we'll get a goal, or maybe somebody else will be able to score. Pass wasn't intentional. He said it in the post-game interview. Yeah, I mean it's pretty clear there that it wasn't intentional as well. I mean, how could it be? He touched it, faking it. If he said that he faked it, I would believe him. But
Latest episode
actually hitting the ball like this,
in a budding
no way. Could that be intentional?
rivalry between these two teams. And
Oh, good try by Torment. Look at that side flip flick. I do like a good old side flip flick. One bump by Gimmick onto Metza. Metza should probably dive towards the ball here, get some pressure on Torment. He's kind of autopiloting with his rotation. Maybe if Metza flips infield, he gets bumped again though. But if Metza goes towards Torment here, Torment might have to flick the ball before he gets this close. Because from that range, you're scoring every time if you get a perfect flick. Goalie's got no chance. Yeah, it's perhaps. It's a perhaps. I don't know if Metza could have gotten close enough to get ball pressure, but rotating to the back post there didn't make any sense because he doesn't even give himself a chance to get ball pressure. Hey, smells worthless. 34 months. Oh yeah, I need to submit that quad demo clip today. Actually, no, I've got 2 days left. I need to do that, guys. Gotta submit the quad demo to the Sledge 3K quad demo. Yeah, you heard it right. Well, there was 5, but one of them was too far away from the others to really be made into a penta. You know, you can't hear TTS. Yeah, turn it off for the duration of this review because I can't think when Brian's talking. Arsair, actually tier 3, 6 months. I'm gonna pause real quick to put another number in the list for you. Welcome back, buddy. Oh, where's the far post positioning? Let's see where everybody was here for TSM. So you could probably have somebody at the far post here. And if they are at the far post, Gimmick is not ready for it.
2 minutes to go for TSM in game 5. Metzenaris off the ceiling straight down and Torment. He has it and knocks it away.
Torment's like usually so solid. For this series, he's been mostly solid, but occasionally looking a little bit ropey. Again, pretty ropey, but Squishy's got it under control. It's less than optimal though, because if Remco's got more boost here than 0, they could be in a bit of trouble. Now, that's good. What we just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen, is Gimmick intentionally 50-50ing the ball in defense. He didn't give it away for free, which is huge. However, Torment gets a really bad challenge after him, funnily enough. Comes in sideways to this one, not goal side. So it's kicked off straight into the sidewall. This is not something you really want. Funnily enough, Metza didn't really look like he had anything going. It's a great save by Torment after that, though. The bump was coming in for TSM. Who do I think will win RLCS? I need to look again at the... what do you call it? The bracket. Hold on a second. How's there no challenge here? Wow, no follow-up challenge for TSM. Good speed by Squishy, though. Nice follow-up by Metza on his own touch. But I will say about RLCS Season 7 that the bracket doesn't help Cloud9 much, because they're probably, if everything goes as expected, they're probably going to have to play NRG on the way to the grand final. Now, they did beat NRG in last season's World Championships, but since then they have only lost to NRG, and some of those losses have been in really crushing fashion. I don't expect NRG to be playing at the level they were at DreamHack Dallas when the World Championships come around. So, yeah, the bracket doesn't really help Cloud9 much this time, like it did in Dallas. And if NRG do take out Cloud9, that will mean they make the grand final, and then they probably lose it to whatever European team meets them in the final if other lands are anything to go by. So, which European team do you think is going to make the final, I guess? Because that's like, on paper, I think that's who wins it, unless you predict an upset. But if any team's going to make an upset, it's most likely to be Cloud9. The only upset they would need to make is beating NRG, because that, I think you can call that an upset for them. They controlled the ball pretty well here at the end. Cloud9, there's no real chances for TSM. Let's get to the last game here. Do you think it's a problem that the LAN winner is so dependent on who they have to play on the way there? No, not really. I think this format is okay. I would prefer more than 3-team groups. Like 3 teams of 4 would be better. I think there are 4 groups of 3. I think is not as good as 3 groups of 4. Hold on a second. I see Cucks from time to time at events, and Marky I see in time to time in Scotland. But Mike I haven't seen in years.
Will Cloud9 stand proud as the DreamHack Dallas North American champions, or will TSM give them one more shot? Metanoris missing there. Gimmick gonna pick this up. The follow-up is demoed.
Oh, wait.
Missing there. Gimmick gonna pick
This could have been an opportunity missed here. Why are we getting around this for a 50-50? Was there not an angle to chip that around the Cloud9 player? It looked like there was. A sadistic sorry, I can't read. Sadistic rhymes thanks to the Twitch Prime. I'll go ahead and make a wee rhyme myself. Fuck this stream, dude. Nice little pass there by Squishy. The gift is not going to be accepted though by Ignite. This is a caster clear right here. Straight into the ceiling. Just a huge caster clear. I don't know if Torment read that that was missing, or if he just couldn't reach it, but I'm leaning to the side that he read it was missing, and that's why he didn't go. It looked like he should have been able to save that.
So that time, that overcommitment for the demo really costing TSM. And now TSM are in need of finding the gap here as Cloud9.
Good turnaround by Torment, keeping himself relevant. I like that we awkward touch in the midfield as well by Gimmick. He knew that it was going to be a free touch for TSM if he didn't go for it. Yeah, Squishy thinks that he has to go there as fast as possible because it'll just be an uncontested hit. Oh, Remco, if he caught Gimmick, it's probably a goal. Yeah, as we saw, he didn't. Squishy didn't have to go for the previous touch. Torment had it under control. Good read by Torment. Good read. So the reason Torment, you can see that he's turning for this even before it happens, is because he sees the power that Remco's coming in with, and he knows, okay, that's probably going to be a pass, because there's no way that Remco can get hit this hard enough for it to go into the backboard from here, so it's likely to go somewhere else. Who did Ignite play with before Weedham Girls? You'd never heard of him? I think Ignite played in RLRS, if I'm not mistaken. These cards are hilarious. Oh man, every time Gimmick air dribbles. It's a nice fake though. He did the fake. Yeah, it was pretty sick fake. It was very nice, very nice. Who did NRG lose to? They lost to Dignitas, and before that, they lost to TSM. So the 2 teams that Cloud9 beat, but NRG have a pretty bad matchup against EU teams in the last few LANs. When it matters most, unfortunately for them. That would have been a key touch there for TSM. Didn't you say fake aerials would become a thing? Yeah, I still think they're underutilized. Fake aerials could be huge. Torment is so good at disguising his infield passes, by the way. So good. You don't know until the very last second that he's infield passing. TSM are really panicky right now, which is somewhat understandable because they are losing this series and so much boost is being denied them. Either that or their boost efficiency is just really bad, but there's a lot of the time we're switching to TSM perspective and they just don't have any boost whatsoever. Better efficiency from Cloud9 probably. So I don't think Cloud9 get a huge amount of boost steals. They're not the most aggressive team in offense. Cloud9 are more of a counter-attacky team than a pressure team against very, very top tier competition. That is, you know, obviously if they play against Splice in RLCS, they're probably just going to be attacking for 15 minutes and win 3-0. But we're not talking about that kind of game. We're talking about games against other world class opposition. Cloud9 like to make interceptions on the other team's hits rather than just straight up denying them touches. Oh, this camera is so pointless. I hate the Rector camera. Shots fired. What did, oh, that's Splice. Yeah, sorry, Splice. I mean, it's true though. Good 50-50. Let's see this again. How did this get set up? Why is there only... What? Why is there only one player back? What happened here? Ignite's gone. He's coming back though, near post. There he is. So Remco's here. Remco should be rotating back right now. Okay, I think I saw Remco. There was a frame there. How do we... Alright, here we go. Alright, there's Remco. Is he getting mid boost? It's like Remco flipped away to get mid boost. Yeah. Instead of coming back, so they concede. Great neutralization there by Torment though. Assist machine in this grand finals. What mechanic do you think are really underused besides fake aerials? What mechanic is underused? Huh. Side flips. Wait, more time doing what? Oh, he spins more time. Okay. Does gimmick spin that much? I don't know if he spins that much. There's a couple of spins here, but not too much. See, the gimmick's he's not styling on people with his spins. He's just trying to reach the ball as quickly as possible. Trying to find a way to get to the ball ASAP. Some good time wasting there by Squishy. He doesn't want a 50-50. Above all else, Squishy doesn't want a 50-50 here because there's pretty much no way for Remco in this spot to get the ball to a teammate unless Squishy 50-50s it with him. Then it might bounce out to a teammate. And this is like offensive corner, so most bounces do go to the orange team from here. You love gimmick spins. Yeah, Squishy's just 100% time wasting mode here. That's so frustrating for TSM, but it's really smart. Yeah, TSM had their chances though. I think game 3 they... Or no, okay, not game 3. Game 5, I don't know how they didn't score. There were whiffs on both teams, but when both teams are whiffing... when both teams are whiffing, you expect the offensive team to be at least the one to come in and finally hit the ball. Good little steal there by Squishy as it bounces in. Very, very cheeky. There's 1 second left. They're already standing up, which this is really fine. I'm so glad that they just ended it here and not play the 1 second remaining because it's literally impossible. I think you can score a goal in 1 second. If there's a pinch on the kickoff, it can fly straight into your goal in 1 second. You can't score in no seconds, can you? In 0. That's impossible. But you can score in 1 second for sure. Just a regular shot on a kickoff, I think, is 2 seconds. Isn't it? And then... So that means if you're down by 2 goals... Whoa! Okay. Calm down, cameraman. Yeah, if you're down by 2 goals, you would need to have at least 2 seconds left, though. Or you need 1 second per goal on the clock. So if you're up by like 4, I think you could just quit on the 4th goal with 3 seconds left. Be like, yeah, we've had enough. GG's. You lose all your matchups from kickoffs. Alright, handshakes review. Like, surely this wouldn't be too bad. That's good. First one locked in from Torment, 2-hander. Responded as well by a 2-hander from Metsenoris. Can't really tell if that's a 2-hander by whoever that is in the middle from Squishy and Gimmick. From this range, they look the same. It was Squishy. And oh, Gimmick, come on, man. Metza goes for the two-hander, and look at that lazy arm from Gimmick. What is this arm doing? What is this? Why is it so important? What is so important that you need your left arm for? You can't hug Metza here. Come on, Gimmick. That's just not good enough. Torment, meanwhile, shows him how it's done. But we do have the look away. This is another classic from... Oh no, they were just leaving. Never mind. They were fine. Torment actually 10 out of 10 here. Was Squishy lazy arm as well? No, it's just a late arm for Squishy. Just a late one. Oh, I've clicked away. Whoops. Hold up. I will find it. I think it was somewhere around here. They've already done it. Right, here we go. Yeah, it's just a late second arm by Squishy, and it's kind of like half effort, but still, I guess it counts. Oh wait, Ignite gets the second arm, but Metza doesn't. That's just outrageous. I think Gimmick needs to publicly apologize to Metza right here. Is there beef between Metza and Gimmick now? Or was there? Is that why there's no two-handed? And Remco as well! What? Twice! Twice in a row. Oh no. You don't like to see it. See, Ignite, it's perfectly fine. Two-hander. Metza, it's like the one... Oh, not Metza. With Remco, it's like the one-handed hug fade away kind of thing. One-handed and spinning. He didn't even give Remco the chance to lock in his second. Imagine if Remco went for the two-hander here. How awkward would that look? Gimmick's left Remco with no option here, except to go for the one-handed pat on the back, because he's already leaving. He's like, give me that trophy. Get out my face, TSM. You guys suck. Get back to the... go sit down in your defeat chairs. It still says defeat on this. Oh, no. Oh, they... Gimmick getting ready to pick up the big wheel, but they've just got a little glass trophy this time. Or is it metal? I can't really tell. There's not... See, they've gone too far. Initially, I think at DreamHack Leipzig, didn't they pick up the wheel? Or the whatever it is? And there was just like a little bit too much trophy. But now they're going the other way. There's no room for all these hands. Look, how are you supposed to hold this with 3 people? It's just like, they got the wheel later, they do it eventually. What is this then? Why are there 2 trophies? I don't understand. Matt45, thanks to the 2-month Prime, and also Jabilla927, thanks to the brand new Prime. TVD Hero, thanks to the 2-month Tier 1. What concert costs 45 cents? 50 Cent featuring Nickelback. Oh! Alright. Right, let's see. When did they get the wheel? They didn't want it, I guess. They didn't want the wheel. Did they put the trophy back as well? Or did they take it? No, they just put it back. They don't want it. I'll just leave that here. We don't need that. Whatever. Just hold it, then put it back. Weren't they supposed to take it with them? Or are you supposed to leave it? I don't know. Maybe they were told to leave it. Like, usually this sort of thing is rehearsed with all the teams beforehand for the event. Or, alternatively, they'll just tell the teams what to do before they go out on stage for the grand final.